Now that you're mini masters in the language of sustainability, now that you know what scope 1 and 2 are, hopefully this tool will help give you that first insight into where you need to begin. You'll see we have scope 1 and 2, so you can click onto scope 1. So when we click onto scope 1, you'll see that there are the groups within scope 1 that are applicable across the board. Not all of these will be applicable to you. But let's say that your company owns vehicles. I will click onto passenger vehicles, and then I'll get some options further down. And let's say you know exactly what type of vehicles your company owns. You can click onto cars by type. If you're not sure, you can click onto cars by size, and you'll get some options here. And what you can do is when you click on the type of car by size, you'll get small, medium, large, or average size car. Again, if you're not sure what size car your company owns, you can just choose an average size car. And then from there, you can choose what type of fuel that car drives. 9 times out of 10, it'll be a petrol car. So we can click onto petrol, and then we can click onto how we want to measure, what data we want to input for this measurement. I'm going to choose kilometers, because I happen to know that on average, a car will drive 10,000 kilometers a year. So you'll see in real time as you input the data that you'll get the tonnage of that calculation. And what you can do then is add that to your ledger, which you can view later once you've finished inputting all the data. But let's say for now you have another car that your company owns. You can scroll back up, select scope 1, select passenger vehicles. You can go car by size and an average car. But let's say that the second company car that you own is a hybrid car. You can click onto hybrid. You can click your kilometers. I'm going to say you drove the same 10,000 kilometers, and you'll see in real time the tonnage of that as well. And you can add that to the ledger. And then let's say you own property as part of your company. That will fall into scope 2. And within scope 2, you can choose electricity, heating, gas. Let's say electricity, you want to measure the tons of your electricity. You'll go down and you can input the data. You'll see that we're asking for the kilowatt hours. On average, a property can produce about 25,000 kilowatt hours a year. So let's choose that. You can see the tons, and you can add that to your ledger. And you can just keep doing this. You can add as many cars as you want. You can add any other category to your ledger. But once you feel like you've completed that, you can click View Report. And when you click View Report, you'll see a graph to say, here's your tons for scope 1 and 2. You've produced 8 tons within your accounting year. And you can scroll down and see the calculations of each entry that you inputted as well. If at the end of this you decide, I want to be able to view this later so I can share it, I want to be able to go back and edit it, you can just click the Save for Later and input your email, and we'll send that to you right away. The whole goal for this calculator is to help give you a tool in your arsenal where you can say, actually, I have something now where I can calculate my scope 1 and 2 and glean some insights. What are some reductions you can already begin to do from this calculator?